All right, guys, welcome to another episode of You're on the List. I'm Bret with my boy Carlos Rodriguez. We are doing back-to-back episodes. That's why I look the same, because we're getting it rolling. So to all the old You're on the List fans, PDG will be back. PDG's laid up right now. We had technical difficulties. We're going to figure out how to get him on the screen behind us, and you'll see his big face and teeth and hair. And
we got an extra big TV for the teeth.
We're all excited. You're going to have to forgive us if we've done these lists before, but we're going to do, because we were talking about things we gave up for Lent last episode and then gaming. And I stopped. I know you still game.
I game, yeah.
And your girl does too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, she's on it, and you know what's crazy? She'll watch. If she doesn't want to play, then she'll just I'll watch, and I'm like, really?
I'll watch.
I'll watch. But what you call? But we can even go through all the through the span of time of top 10 video games.
Well, we got to go all time. I mean, if we're going all time,
all the way to what?
Super Mario Brothers has to be number one.
You think so? Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
The first one?
No, not the one with the plumbers.
The Donkey Kong one? No, wait.
No, because you had Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers. Because there's one when the two of them were in the sewers together, and they would.
Oh, it was like this, and it was just one frame.
Right, and because then Mario Brothers, that was Mario Brothers, I think, and then Super Mario Brothers is the one that Nintendo made famous.
Yeah, right. That's right. And then there was a little, they would hit the little brick or something like that, and it was all.
The POW brick.
Yeah, the POW brick.
So let's put Super Mario Brothers down.
Gotcha.
And we got to put Pac-Man down. Because those were groundbreaking.
Yeah.
I would also have to argue Grand Theft Auto.
Well, is there a particular number or
no? I mean, you gotta. It's the whole thing. I mean, Vice City to me is the best.
Yours Vice City,
but
okay.
I haven't said because you got to look at the ones that, in my opinion, that were groundbreaking, that were unprecedented. We hadn't seen anything like it, like Mortal Kombat when that first came out.
Dude, when that first came out, that shit was man. The video game, the standing arcades. I remember those were the shit. Like you would be like, oh, we're all gonna go there, and then you never wanted to play the game at your house. You're like, this is bullshit. But now it's completely changed.
Shut up! You don't even know the struggle. You don't even know the struggle. What it was like playing video games as a kid in the '70s.
Going to the pizza shop and shit, or having to put your quarter up.
Put your quarter up.
Yeah.
But this is next level. I don't want to hear it.
Tell us, Grandpa.
You talking about when you had to sit down and do it with the ball with the fucking?
Well, that was Centipede.
Centipede, yeah.
But no, it was more Pong and Odyssey. Well, Pong was like one of the first. I remember that. And then there was Gunfighter too, which was like two guys that they would shoot, and were like these two. But we got to mark the legendary ones first, then we'll weed them out.
Yeah.
But I had one. You had Space Invaders. Oh, this is what I was going to tell you.
What's that?
So when Pac-Man came out, right, obviously it was the biggest video game because I was in like 5th grade. They even had a song. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, Buckner and Garcia. It was called Pac-Man Fever. And
okay, I think kind of.
So the Atari 2600 came out, which was like, they had a console before. I think it was before that was Odyssey. And then the Atari 2600 came out, which you can watch a documentary on that.
Was that before or after the Commodore 64?
Well, they were all at the same time. Commodore 64 was more of like a home computer that you could play games on. But the Atari 2600 was like
the first console.
Yeah, it was like it was like what Nintendo was before Nintendo. Because then they made Atari 5200, and then ColecoVision came out, which had better graphics. But Atari 2600 was the first, right? It had the classic joystick with the black stick and the red button, right?
Okay, yeah.
So the big news, I'm skipping the timeline here, but I'm just getting to the point. So Atari 2600 was going to make Pac-Man. Pac-Man was going to come out on the Atari 2600. And I wish there was a way we could look it up. Maybe we could cut it in. It was fucking awful. First of all, the box had like Pac-Man and you saw the ghosts, right? Mm-hmm. But Pac-Man, first of all, he didn't go up like this.
He didn't do the
He
whole...
just stayed like this.
Oh.
And he ate wafers.
He didn't rotate?
No, he just was stationary. and he ate wafers instead of balls. I don't know why. I don't know if it was harder to program the pellets, but it was wafers. And it was so awful. Like, the graphics were just terrible. And Atari 2600 would dupe you as a kid. Because you'd see the box, and the box was looked like E.T. The E.T.
Oh, that's a
fucking ruined Atari 26. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But we were all excited to get it because the box had them on it, and you're like, oh, the graphics were just trash, bro.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. You're from this side is where it hears you. So you're good.
I got to get low.
Wait, was ET the one where they buried into like a landfill?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Atari 2600 headquarters, believe it or not, is still in Sunnyvale, where is it Rooster Teeth
Rooster Teeth Feathers.
That's the same building that the Atari 2600 offices were in.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's got like a plaque on it.
Yeah.
In memoriam.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty dope.
Very cool.
But put Donkey Kong on that list too,
Got it.
because these were all groundbreaking.
Donkey Kong Jr. Or no, Donkey Kong Country as well.
No,
That's a dope ass one.
Yeah, but
You ever played?
of course with the
Did he?
yeah. But that's not.
That game.
Well, we got to figure out the criteria, because that's not like a historic.
Dude, it's
groundbreaking.
It's on Super Nintendo, but everyone always thinks it's on Nintendo 64 because the graphics were just crazy at that time. We're like, what? How's this popping off? Remember Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo? Did you play Killer Instinct?
No.
It was like a Mortal Kombat 2 or Clay Fighters.
No.
I remember that.
So is this going to be like the top 10 video games that like were groundbreaking?
Well, I already know what number one is, though.
Super Mario Brothers?
Madden, John Madden, football.
That's a good
Madden
one.
when he first came.
When he first came out,
Techno Bowl though. Man.
yeah, Super Tecmo and Super Tecmo Bowl. But what Madden became,
Yeah.
Madden's it. It's the standard. It's like, you had Chuck Taylor Converse,
Fucking Madden.
right? You had sneakers, but it wasn't until Jordan made Jordans that.
Yeah.
So Madden is the Jordan of video games, which NBA Jams was dope too.
Oh yeah. NBA James was. He's on
Yeah.
fire.
He's El Fuego.
Yeah.
El Fuego.
He's heating up.
It was such a good game. I guess they were talking about the developer of it was a Detroit Piston fan, so he put in the code that when they played the Bulls, they'd never beat the Bulls. I mean, the Bulls will never beat the Pistons.
Bulls could never beat the Pistons.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's messed
That's
up.
how good Jordan was. I really don't. I don't understand how these LeBron people. And here's the thing. We're not going to get into it. Maybe another time. Younger people. I watched Jordan win in my 20s. He's not part of my childhood. Okay, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem. That's my childhood. I'm not looking back. That's who I looked up to. I watched all of them as an adult. To this day, there has never been, and I'm a Miami Heat fan. I hated nobody unless you were a Bulls fan and loved Jordan, nobody loved Jordan. You know what I mean? The guy was just amazing, phenomenal. I've never seen, even his stats. They had something where LeBron had the most points, right? He leads the NBA in all-time points. And then Jordan's number one in every category after that.
Yeah.
Points per game, clutch shots, defensive player of the year, all of it.
Player
I
of
mean,
the year.
you're crazy.
Didn't LeBron play longer than Jordan?
Yeah, it's like
So,
8 or
of
9
course his
seasons
points
longer.
are gonna be,
I mean, and you know what's funny too is they make the argument with LeBron, and I got nothing against LeBron. I love him. I mean, dude, he's an amazing player. He's just not Jordan. But nobody made that argument when Kareem was. So, LeBron just broke Kareem's record, but when Kareem had the record, nobody said, well, Kareem was better than Jordan. It just was undisputed. I don't know where and how.
It started to become a competition.
I think it's the sneaker companies that do stuff
It's
like
the sneakers,
this.
or he tried to take his number. I mean, that's kind of obvious.
Well, I mean, look, the players matter the most, and you have players that played with both, and they're like, there's no. Jordan was just one of those.
You couldn't talk shit to Jordan. Like there's a ton of basketball players that were like talking about. I've seen a lot of TikToks where the Bulls would be down, and then the younger rookie would start talking shit to Jordan, and the rest of the older guys were like,
"Yo,
hey, shut the fuck up,
shut the fuck up."
Stephen Marbury, he says that he was like, he goes, we beat him. He goes on the Timberwolves, and then he goes, but you don't have to guard him, motherfucker. Now they're gonna. He said they came back and they whooped the shit out of us the next game.
Dude, you know what was funny? I just learned today. I was watching a clip where they were saying how John Stockton was like
a dirty motherfucker.
Yeah,
he goes, that's dirty.
They're like, he was a dog.
He said this was the Klitschko motherfucker. This motherfucker here too, him too. And the whole that's you're talking about childhood and stuff like that. Like I watched that team go up against Jordan, Utah. I was 16 when those guys were playing in the championship, and it was a battle, man. It was back and forth. But I'm not, like you said, I mean, I am not the biggest LeBron fan, because also too, it's like the whole taking time off and taking days off. I'm like, fuck all that noise.
But listen, man, I mean, it is a different game. It's a different league. Everything's different. Listen, again, it's so funny how people just try to discredit you. Mm-hmm. I want it to be better.
Yeah.
There's no reason why I want it better at 25 that I did at 52. Mm-hmm. You want it. You want it. Even football this year sucked. Not just because the Cowboys sucked.
Dude, it was bad.
It was just bad. It's just bad all the way around. It's not the same game that I was watching. It was a better game. I think the game early 2000s is when shit starts to, like 2010 and up is when things start to get bad.
Yeah, the football season was so lopsided. You had like 7 or 8 teams that only won 4 games or some shit like that at one point, and it was like, what the fuck?
And then the refs really, the league really wanted Kansas City this year.
Yeah, they did,
and they got them. Mm-hmm. And then we saw just an awful Super Bowl.
How they got it? Yeah, they put out a terrible product. It was terrible.
But anyways,
they're benched. The refs are benched for the next year, so don't worry about it.
Legend of Zelda, does that go on there?
Yeah, I guess Legend of Zelda would. Yeah, and the Nintendo. Contra would definitely go on there.
Contra's great.
Contra's a fucking solid
What about
game.
Call of Duty has to go on there?
Yes,
that's legendary.
Call of Duty.
What about Tekken or Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, probably.
Street Fighter, yeah. That was precedent.
Fuck. You know what game I could never fucking beat, man, was Ninja Turtles on
Dude, I was just gonna
that
bring
was
that
so
up.
hard.
That game was. I never got past the van part, man.
Dude, it was so hard.
I don't know. To this day, I probably will. Like, if I pick it up now, I still probably couldn't beat it.
I bet that's like on a list of the hardest video games. I know you got our list. Can you check? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Find out if there's somebody put the hardest video games ever. That Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game has to be on there.
There's so on Sega there was a game called Driver, and I remember we had it, and in order for you to play it, you had to do this test like before you got on, like you have to do a 360, you have to do this, you have to do that. And they were like,
so you had to train before they let you play.
Yes, yeah.
And you couldn't get past the
Never could get past it. Never could get past it. And I didn't realize this until later on, because I seen a clip that the developers accidentally left that on expert, and they didn't turn it back. So only like a certain percentage of people ever beat it and got to play the actual game. No one ever passed the training.
That's just shitty.
Yeah, it was called Driver. And no one got to play it until Driver 2 came out.
Getting back to NBA jams.
Oh yeah.
I have, and I'm not just saying this. My little brother was just unbelievable. And I don't know if there was things you would do with your brother, because me and him would always, we shared a room, so we were always playing each other. Uh-huh. And my little brother would just, whenever he's winning, he used to go, where do we go, my lovely? And we had like a crown, because all of our friends would play. Hockey was good. NHL was fun.
Oh yeah, like on Swingers.
So we had a Burger King crown.
Yeah.
Right? And then we had a cake, and then we all came up with characters that we would play.
Yeah.
Like in Tecmo, because I would always be Dallas. Keith would always be Dallas. But then if you lost, you had to, everybody had a crown.
Yeah.
And we had theme songs, and I was Ginch Chinchilla. That was my name. And then I would wait for I had entrance music. By the way, we're in our 20s.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious.
Dude.
I'm like 21, 22. And
who's ready for it? Who's ready for it?
I'm talking shit.
Get it.
So when we would play, back in the Atari days when we were really little kids, they had difficulties on the back. So you could switch it to difficulties to make it less difficult. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you'd switch your brother's side and not yours. Or I would unplug his a little. So it stopped,
That's called strategy. So good for you.
It's called cheating.
The
which we all saw me do firsthand.
Yeah.
We went over that clip. There was some confusion on that.
Dude, I want to send that to your brother. Has he seen it? Did you send it to him? You should send it to him. Hey, what's our the Atari one with the knob?
There was
because I remember there was like a
Berserk.
There was like a controller and had like a knob.
Yeah, Berserk, Breakout.
Okay, that's okay.
Breakout, and then there was another one, Warlords. But Breakout was the one with the 9 that would go and just break the wall.
Yeah.
Did it have a list of that?
Yeah, you know what's funny because you were talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I played Battletoads.
Oh, I remember that one too.
That one I always get stuck. But anyway, that hit like heavy was Battletoads. They also have Ghosts and Goblins, Super Meat Boy, Dark Souls, Contra, Cuphead.
It's the hardest game to finish?
Yeah, these are the hardest
Contra
video games
the cheat
ever
code,
made.
Right? Up, down, left, right, A, B, B, A.
Maybe select start. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden. That was a dope ass game.
Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Punch Out.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Everybody beat that eventually. Though.
Yeah.
As long as you knew to avoid the lightning rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that there's a code that if you I forgot it, I think it was up, down, A, B, B, A. And then if you hit select, Carlos's mom comes out.
and she takes care of business.
And she slap boxes.
I was all interested too. I was like, that's not the code because I know the code for Mike Tyson's Punch Out. It's numbers. I was like, it's not fucking direction.
Then she comes out and she slap boxes.
Mega Man?
She does this.
She like this. And she always got to do the sound effect.
What about GoldenEye 007?
That's a dope ass game. That's
game
definitely on the
my
list.
That was I didn't get in adventure games like later.
Mm-hmm.
But I hated those story games where like
which ones like Zelda, huh?
Yeah, I was never into Zelda.
I didn't play Zelda either.
I never really played it.
No, I didn't either. That's why when you said, I was like, I guess it could go on.
But
there
it's
groundbreaking. It's still going on today.
Would you say Halo would be a groundbreaking one?
Halo? Yeah, I would say Halo.
So that kind of like started the whole multi-massive online player game stuff.
Yeah,
RPGs.
Online player stuff was the other one. Not Duke Nukem.
Remember Earthworm Jim?
Earthworm Jim was
that was such a fun one. I think I know where you're going. Duke Nukem? No,
not Duke. That was one of them. But there was another one before that, and they
Metro
developed.
Man.
No,
it's got a red logo.
Bomb.
It's red. Fuck, what is it?
It was huge.
It was huge, and it was on these guys developed it, and then there were the first ones.
Tell me what the game was. I'll tell you.
It was a game. It was a first-person shooter game, and it was these guys. They developed it on a computer, and they were the first ones to give the code out so you guys can change the game if you like your
Doom.
There it is.
It was driving me nuts.
There it is. That's what it was.
What about the other one? They made a movie about it with all the
Tom Clancy.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Tom Clancy. Oh,
no, it was a shooting game, and it was like Area 51, but it was.
I remember that. That was sick. Shooting game.
Yeah, then they made a movie about it.
Counter-Strike?
It was like, no, it was like monsters, and you had to shoot them, and there was a
House of a Thousand or House of.
You know what I'm talking about?
Haunted House one movie or.
It was like not aliens. They were like monsters that came at you. And it was a serum that spilled, and you had to go and.
It was zombies, huh? Like it was a terrible movie. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Which one was that?
I can't remember. The guy that directed it, he was hella upset about it. He was like this because a lot of the.
It was like a zombie movie they made.
Yeah,
it was like
a House of Corpses or some shit like that.
Come on, it was really famous.
Borderlands.
What?
No, not Borderlands. House of Corpses. See if that's a movie or
no, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, what about
was it
Laura Croft?
It was a game. Oh yeah, Laura Croft came
out.
out.
That was a big one.
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider.
Refrigerator. I didn't fuck with that though. I never played it.
Come on.
Or even the other one.
It was like in an insane asylum, and then.
Oh,
not
okay.
Silent Night.
No.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill. I mean, I'm sorry.
No.
Silent Hill was what they made a lot of movies out of.
Yeah,
no,
there was two of those.
that's not the name of
Okay.
it.
But this one is it was a bad movie. It was a very bad movie, and it was like
And it's a franchise. It's a video game
it's
franchise.
a video game franchise, and not a lot of people know that it's a video game franchise. That was the thing too about that movie. There was like everyone was like, "What the fuck is this?" That's why I didn't. Really...
It's not Area 51.
Not Resident Evil.
Yes,
Resident
It
Evil.
was Resident
Okay.
Evil. I was like, as soon as you said it.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. That game was scary to play in the so Tinkle, he was living with me at one point, and he had the PlayStation virtual PlayStation. So we put the goggles on and shit, and he was like here, and he put the game in, and it was fucking Resident Evil, and you're in the house, and I took it off. I go, I don't want to play this in the goggles, man. Fuck all that noise, because it was scary playing during the day because shit would pop out of nowhere. There's like 7 of those now.
Yeah, there's like a lot.
7 or 8. Remember Mega Man?
That's what I was thinking of. Mega Man.
Mega Man was
Didn't
shit.
I say Mega Man?
You said Mega Man already. Yeah.
Did you? I thought you said
See,
Metroid.
this was Metroid. I
Metroid.
didn't say Mega Man. I said
There
Metroid
you
is what
go.
I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's
he
a
would
different-
fly around.
Yeah. The code word was Justin Bailey.
What about Sonic?
Sonic.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sonic,
Sonic
yeah.
the Hedgehog. Sonic the
Yeah.
Hedgehog has to be on there because those are iconic. All right, so let's start rounding up the list.
Yeah, the list is kind of long
So
now.
we definitely got Pac-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely got Madden.
Yep.
Definitely got
Contra.
no Super Mario Brothers.
Yep.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Oh, wait,
We're gonna have to probably figure out where Contra goes.
but you're doing it in numbers right now.
Yeah, because you
Okay.
got to do like unprecedented games. I'm not even being biased, because there's never been a video game bigger than Pac-Man, ever.
Pacu.
It was the first. It had a hit song on the radio, and then Super Mario Brothers. They made a goddamn amusement park out of it
They
in
did.
Universal.
Yeah.
So that's up there, and John Madden football is like number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
John Madden has to be number one. I mean, it's
So those 3 are givens.
Okay.
there's tournaments now.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like they give out trophies, scholarships, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
So those 3 have to be givens, I think.
Okay.
Now, does Donkey Kong go on it?
I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of Donkey Kong.
The
but
games
I mean,
suck. All of them suck from that era compared to now. Oh no, Grand Theft Auto
Grand Theft Auto goes on there.
and Call of Duty.
And Call of Duty.
I think those are.
Yeah, because they're conglomerates.
And does Mortal Kombat go on there?
But do you? That's the thing, like, because you got
Like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
That's what I'm saying. Like Street Fighter came first, and then Mortal Kombat, but Mortal Kombat was so much more vicious.
I remember
would say
friends
Mortal Kombat.
fighting about that because they're like, you were either Mortal Kombat or you were Street
I was a
Fighter.
Mortal Kombat kid. After I played Street Fighter first,
Yeah.
but then I see Mortal Kombat, and I just never went back.
But when Tekken came out on PlayStation, that shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah, when you could do the little special.
No, we got to go Mortal Kombat only
Mortal
because
Kombat.
you had fatalities.
Yeah, animalities, and after a while, babalities and shit.
Dude, it was crazy. Ripped his spine out, and then the guy
Yeah,
would pop
I was
out.
Sub-Zero all the time.
Woohoo! You see?
Yeah.
Remember that guy that popped out?
Yeah. Did you? Oh, who was your guy? Who'd you play?
Your bitch ass dad would clap. He's like, there he is. See, we could go wait for him.
I used
While
to always-
your hard ass mom played.
That's who I was when I played. I was your hard ass mom. She would come out and
Hard ass mom's a character. She had a cigarette in her mouth.
she would do the uppercut, punch you, you fall all the way down.
Still slap boxing.
All right, so we have Madden, Super Mario Brothers, Pac-Man, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, and Mortal Kombat. That brings us to 6.
So there's 4.
And here's what you kind of guys said. You had said Donkey Kong, Tekken, Tecmo, Legend of Zelda, Contra, Street Fighter, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, NHL, NBA Jams, GoldenEye 007, Halo.
Do you
GoldenEye 007 has to be on that.
think
That's
of 10 greatest all time?
yeah, dude. Yeah, it's still.
I would argue Tecmo Bowl and NBA Jams.
If you go right now to buy that game, try to find it. It's the cartridge is probably at least $70 to $80
Yeah, but
right now.
it doesn't. There's a lot of games that have that rarity. I'm saying is that it's not a game that.
It just the pause menu beat fucking slaps.
That shit was
and
dope.
it goes in for that. You ever hear the beat?
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Keep that in the back pocket.
Got it.
Because that's your veto. If you're gonna fight for
Okay,
that one.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna fight for that one.
Do you think Tecmo Bowl should be on it?
Well, since Madden's on there, I mean, fuck, but Tecmo Bowl is so much fun.
No, I'm saying we're talking like. Because Tecmo's got to be on there.
Yeah.
Because Tecmo Super Tecmo was fucking it blew Madden out of the water.
That and NFL Blitz. No, remember that shit? We used to hella
That was
gamble on that.
fun.
Yeah,
That was a
Remember
good one.
Arch Rivals? You could punch dudes.
yeah. Arch Rivals was fucking dope. Or even double dribble when they would fucking just
Yeah, double dribble.
and just fucking did the dunk.
Okay, do we have Sonic the Hedge Geek on there?
Oh yeah, that's
No,
right.
not
Sonic
yet.
Hedgehog.
But I can put it on there now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's like Sega's
I mean, it was-
Mario
it was-
Brothers.
And NBA
Staple.
Jams, we gotta have a basketball game. NBA Jams.
Got it.
And then we gotta this number 10 spot is gonna
Uh,
you're gonna put 007 on there? GoldenEye?
yeah, I'd rather put 007 on there than Contra. Contra was sick as fuck, but 007 was...
007 definitely over Contra.
Yeah, because like you can make the heads big, and you have paintball mode, and then there was like, it was like one of those first games where it's like you could beat it, but then you go back and play it, and there's like timed things and little tiny extra missions that you'd have to know. It was pretty sick. It was, and then it was almost like, and then you could play each other. The 4 screens, you could be like,
Oh, yeah.
you could
That's how you
fight-
cheat and
yeah,
stuff?
you
That's
could,
great.
yeah. You could
Well,
fight
here's
each
my
other.
question then. Does Contra go over NBA Jams?
Ooh,
I don't think so.
no,
Well, here's your top 10 so far.
you can play that for
Madden, Super Mario Brothers, Pac-Man, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, Tecmo, NBA Jams, Sonic the Hedgehog, and GoldenEye 007.
Fuck, that's good.
What did we
there's-
leave off?
You left off Donkey Kong, Tekken, Tecmo Bowl, Legend of Zelda, Contra, Street Fighter.
No, we put Tecmo on there.
I put Tecmo general. I didn't put the bowl on there. Is that all one game?
Tecmo
there's
Bowl, yeah.
Tecmo Bowl and then Super
Yeah.
Tecmo,
Tecmo
Bowl.
Bowl,
So
yeah.
that's all one. So that
Okay.
should be on the list.
Okay, yeah, it is.
All right.
And then we got rid of something else. What did we get rid of? Or
Wait, we do have Call of Duty on our list.
yeah. Is there
You do,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Cool.
Because Resident Evil's fucking. I remember when that came out.
Yeah. Resident Evil.
So all right. So who's off the list?
Donkey Kong. What?
Hold on. Let her finish, man.
Oh yeah. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking.
ADD's kicking in.
Yeah. 'Cause
All right,
Save
so
it because.
I'm trying to remember it. It's like hold on.
All right. Well, then talk about it because we got this written. What is it?
Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, you haven't played it. It's a new game, but it's fucking ridiculous.
The new one?
Yeah, the Red Dead
Because
Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption was dope.
Yeah, but the two. This one guy was talking to me because I was like, I just started playing this. I know I'm late to the fucking party, and he goes, the thing about that game is that things are happening in that open world. That he goes, my son's playing it a second time because sometimes you're on this side of the map and there's other things happening on the other side of the map that only happen that one time on that certain day. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, it's really in the world type of thing.
See, that type of shit though is for me personally.
You can't
it's
do it.
too much, bro.
yeah,
It's
I
if
love
I
it.
gotta set a timer and
be at an event in the world.
I mean, dude, it's like sometimes like I was talking about the restaurants in Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want a steak. Everything's a fucking speakeasy. Like I don't want to answer a riddle and pick a door. You know what I mean? I just want a good steak, or then they bring out some drink in like a smoking gauntlet.
Yeah.
I just want a drink.
Why am I getting my food delivered by a flapper ghost?
Yeah, it's like fucking that's too much, man. And some of these games, it's just there's so much going on that it's like even the side things. I like the linear games where it's difficult.
Oh, the side mission.
Side
shit?
scroller?
Yeah, even that stuff. I mean, it was fun it was fun to fuck around in that in Vice City where you could beat up hookers and just kill people for no reason and then run but then it just, I like a linear game that you could just finish with a story and then the credits roll.
And we got Grand Theft Auto, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like.
Because
You
both Vice City and San Andreas was dope.
San Andreas is dope. I started playing it at Grand Theft Auto 3, and I was like, oh, this is crazy, this is awesome. And then, then I started playing the other
But
ones.
Vice City, bro, that soundtrack when you're in the car.
Because it's all got that
Last night a
Scarface.
DJ saved my life. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I would just play it and ride around. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart.
Did you guys ever play Twisted Metal?
No, I never had to
that
play
was
it.
like with the clown cars, right?
Yeah.
There's a television show now like that, and I've
think
been
so,
watching it
yeah.
yet, though.
But is it groundbreaking?
I
It was
know.
dope. I played it.
It was
I
yeah,
liked it.
I just like the soundtrack even more
Yeah,
than
that was a good
pretty
one, too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What else? Tetris?
And then the other one was, and it's fun for a while. That was invited. More than this. Remember that?
The Vice City soundtrack
Yeah, it was dope.
in the Skylarks and the Buicks.
Because that was like, off of Miami Vice, and you're killing Cubans. Oh, yeah! Colombians.
oh yeah.
The Italians are down there, the Haitians. All right, so what
That's
did
a
we
good
leave
list.
off the list?
Okay, you left off Resident Evil, Doom, Metroid, Tomb Raider, Halo, NHL, NBA Jams, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Street Fighter, Contra, Legend of Zelda, Tekken, and Donkey Kong.
NBA Jam should be on that list.
Oh, it is. I'm so sorry. Yes, you have that. Let me just delete it. All right, cool.
I mean, does Donkey Kong take press? I don't know. You know what? You're right, though. I mean, look, it was we got Super Mario on there.
Yeah, those guys are.
It's kind of an
Donkey Kong-
extension of it.
Yeah, Donkey Kong was kind of like, because they did Donkey Kong Jr.
Yeah, and I like Donkey Kong Jr. better than I like regular Donkey Kong. That was funner.
You were right about the one with the Congo and
the Donkey Kong Country is the shit.
That was a dope soundtrack.
It was a dope soundtrack. It was like, and then you got to like. You would get the dolphin or the swordfish. You get to ride the swordfish.
Yeah.
Or you get to ride the frog or
What about Mario Kart?
the rhino.
Oh, that was
Super Mario
okay.
Kart. Yeah, that's right. That started hella fights. That also
It
fucking
really did.
settled hell of debts and bets. Fuck, that's a great one.
What about Star Fox 64?
I remember Star Fox. I remember when that first came out.
Yeah, but
It's
see,
fun.
what,
But it's not as groundbreaking.
See, you guys were kind of younger. They started doing, because Mario took off,
Yeah.
they tried to make new characters. And Sonic kind of took off, but then Star Fox, they just started like Earthworm Jim. They
Yeah.
started just creating games, almost like when toy companies would just create action figures and then make up a magazine about the action figure. It was just more to sell the character.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because that was Super Nintendo when they were like, we got to introduce new people or new things because like they had the Mario World, and that was fun. The fucking N64 Super Mario is dope.
All right, so
but,
this is a good question. Mario Kart has to go on there.
Yeah, it does.
Because
Yeah,
that was
you're
pretty
right.
big for your generation, and not only
It was
that,
groundbreaking.
it was like it's still great. Mm-hmm. Because you talk about a game you can't get.
Yeah, that's another one.
That's hard. Would you replace Pac-Man over?
No, Pac-Man
No.
is the first. That would be like
So we got
that would be like taking Wilt Chamberlain off a list.
So Pac-Man. You got what else we got?
So you
Pac-Man was powerful.
Yeah, so you have Pac-Man,
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario Brothers, Madden, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, Tecmo Bowl, NBA Jams, Sonic the Hedgehog, and GoldenEye 007.
I would take Tecmo Bowl off for for Mario Kart because we already got a football game and
Well, we already got Mario.
but we don't got Mario Kart. It's a racing game.
Yeah. So I would take NBA Jams off for.
You
for
take any James?
or Gold? No, I would take GoldenEye, bro.
I fucking love GoldenEye.
But I'm saying, as far as I mean,
was
'cause
like-
There's so many genres. Like, how do we really make this? You know?
well, that's part of the problem. Read the list again.
Okay. Madden, Super Mario Brothers, Pac-Man, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, Tecmo Bowl, NBA Jams, Sonic the Hedgehog, and GoldenEye 007.
See, to me, Mario Kart, GoldenEye is the least for me, but that doesn't mean it's not precedent. I was just too old for it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, so Tecmo Bowl.
I played it, but it wasn't,
I
Yeah.
feel Tecmo Bowl is super nostalgic, and it's not groundbreaking.
Are you
Madden
fucking nuts?
Madden was groundbreaking. Madden had
No.
control of.
You're off.
No. Madden you had control of all the players, and Tecmo Bowl you only have two player control.
When Madden first came out versus Tecmo Bowl dominated. Tecmo Bowl dominated football. Prior to that, you never had a football game like Tecmo Bowl. And then Madden used to suck, bro. Madden did not take off until later.
93,
Yeah, when they
92,
started incorporating
93.
Tecmo Bowl techniques into it. Because what it was you would pick a play and it would run.
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't really controlling it. And then Super Tecmo was... I mean, Tecmo, if you're going to give it to one, it's got to be Tecmo. But when Super Tecmo came out, and they had the names, and then like Tecmo.
I didn't play Super. I just played regular one. I played with Bo Jackson would fucking just run all over the place.
You never played Super Tecmo?
I didn't play the Super one.
So when Madden didn't start taking off until like Madden 4.
Yeah, like 91, 92.
No, it was more like 98, 97,
98?
98. Yeah, look that up.
That's Super Nintendo, because it was on Sega for the longest time.
Sega, the Super, right. So, Super Tecmo Bowl was...
No, we're talking about Madden. I'm talking about Madden, right? We're talking about Madden.
Yeah, Super Tecmo was on Sega. And,
I thought Super Tecmo was... Well, I know Tecmo Bowl was Nintendo.
right.
And then Super was on
Then Sega
Sega?
came out because they sold and licensed. It didn't matter. So Super Tecmo came out. I hope you're looking this up, Nick.
I'm scared to look.
No, I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm going off memory. I might be off a few, but nobody played Madden until later. Later, like I would say 97, 98. No, wait. 95. I would say 95. Madden got good. Because I think Madden came out in 89 or 88, 89. It was just trash. When did Madden come out?
Madden came out in the 1990s. So it's 1990 was the
1990
first
was the first one?
Yeah, it was the first one.
Okay, so
So
that...
like 92, 93 was the when it started getting good. And then when
No. 92, 93, 94 was Super Tecmo Bowl dominating. Madden didn't start getting good till like 95, 96.
I remember playing that on Super Nintendo. It was like, fucking, this is
Dude,
dope.
I wish you could see what Madden looked like.
Was it on Nintendo
I feel like
64? I'm sorry.
like online. There's a lot of controversy of which one really
Broke it.
but I really feel like 90. Like I remember seeing 95, 96 was when it really kind of took off,
hella
and then they
funny.
had
We're
like
all
the
like-
standalone, like the actual arcade machines
Yeah,
that
but
did it.
like when Super
Simpsons.
Tecmo came out, Madden had to improve. If you look at the original Madden, it was boring.
Okay.
It had a playbook, and then they would run the play, and it was like, and then Tecmo Bowl had 4 plays. Super Tecmo Bowl gave you 8. It gave you more options, but you could do more with the players, and the graphics were pretty cool. If you look up the original Madden, the graphics were terrible, and then it's almost like they rebranded it, and it was. I remember when people started playing it, and you're like, wait, and you're like, holy shit, this is dope. Because the players started looking real. Like,
Yeah.
look up the original Madden. It looks awful.
There's a comment on Reddit. Super Tecmo Bowl was better than the first couple Madden games, hands down.
Oh, hands down.
Madden would eventually get out ahead, but not initially.
That's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
So some of the Reddit threads are pretty.
Yeah, because there's no more
accurate on
Tecmo
that.
Bowl at all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, Super Tecmo and Tecmo were groundbreaking.
Yeah, because like I said, I never played Super.
And then
I
you
just
had
played
M
regular.
Network football, and Atari football, and M Network football, and then and television football was pretty dope. But you had to you had to type the plays in on a keypad. It had numbers, so you would do like 989 was a play, and you had your playbook, and then they would run it, and you could control it. But what Tecmo was doing when like you'd see. It would say Michael Irvin, or Jerry Rice.
Could you see that far away?
That's a trip that
That was the old Madden. Yeah.
Old Madden
So what
versus-
year does that say?
It actually says 1988.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I
Interesting.
remember.
remember the power was it the power pad?
Yeah, of course.
For the Nintendo?
Yeah, you had to like run.
There was a glove.
Yeah, and the glove.
And the
I remember the
glove.
glove.
That
Yeah,
failed.
the
We
power
gotta wrap
glove.
And the
this
gun.
up.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
are at
yeah.
908. So
All right, okay.
what
I
do
gotta get to my show.
There we go. Okay, then boom.
Wait, but there's one that we said that we need to put on there.
you said Mario Kart. But you have to
Mario
take
Kart
off-
has to go on there. I think.
So I think I
Let's
hate
just
it, but I
do.
think
Let's
over
solve
GoldenEye.
it. Let's just do Mario Brothers, Mario World,
Mario. Yeah, all Mario in case.
all Mario World.
Mario in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of their shit.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
So read the list. Let's go.
All right.
Number one's Madden.
Number one's Madden.
And even though I was just trashing it,
what it
in
is now.
its inception, it was garbage.
All right, so then we have Super Mario Brothers, Mario Kart, so Mario World, right, basically. Pac-Man, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, Tecmo Bowl, NBA Jams, Sonic the Hedgehog, and GoldenEye 007.
Boom.
That's a good list.
There we go.
I know. Listen, guys, let us know your thoughts, what we forgot, and make sure you subscribe. And again, countdown to PDG, episode 3.
He's coming.
And yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
so make
so-
sure you subscribe, like, comment, and make sure you call your moms. God bless.
There it is.